Hey everyone. So, I actually found some footage from before when I was trying to do the series. I was going to start it on PC, but that didn't really work out. I didn't have a whole lot of time at this point. So, I decided to wait until the Xbox version came out. But I did record the first, basically went out twice and recorded the first two um, outings of this. I had tried using floatfish on a 5 foot ultralight fiberglass rod instead of the 2.5 foot that they show. So I'm not using the Dock Demon here. And this is actually a very small spinnerbait. It's the smallest one I have, and I'm using it on my new combo at this point. It's G-Loomis GLX 6 foot light rod, which is a light rod with a medium backbone, and a Shimano Stella 1000, which is like the light slash ultralight version of the Stella line. And it's a really good combo. Like, I actually love it, but
Oh, that's really sure.
it was definitely a little pricey. Probably overkill for the creek, I would say. But it is actually a really good combo, and you will see it more in the future. But I don't know when it's going to come back up in the series necessarily, because it's not really what I plan on doing, or really how I plan on doing it. I'd like to just kind of basically follow whatever they give you in the game. So this is actually the closest I can do for the size 8 spinnerbait. I want to see if I can find those because I think that'd actually be really nice. If not, I could probably use like a size 8 jig with, I think they call them Bronco blades from mule fishing. Basically turns it into a little spinnerbait, so that might work. But another thing, at the end of this video, you will actually see the footage from our fishing trip, which I had hoped to upload. I know that in a previous video I said that I was going to upload all of the fishing trip and try to do the whole week, but unfortunately my final for college got released on the technically the first day of my vacation. I started my vacation on a Wednesday, and we started fishing on a Tuesday evening, and Tuesday evening is when my final was actually released. So unfortunately I missed like 4 days because I had to do a final, and then of the 4 days that we did actually get to fish, it was not enjoyable, so a lot of it didn't get recorded. And I know that I said I was going to record a bunch of footage. It just unfortunately didn't happen. So I did decide to finally just upload what is there. I'm probably not going to talk over it. Probably just going to just upload the raw footage at the end of this video. So if you want to see it, great. If not, totally understand. It's not really very good footage. By the time I did get to record it, I had broken off a fair bit. I didn't have anything that I could really use in a river, and overall it's not great. I don't think any of us caught anything that night. And on top of that, we didn't really catch anything the whole trip. I think there's just a handful of fish. So, yeah, it wasn't great, but I figure I'll just upload it just to have it up here for anyone who's actually interested in what happened there. And you will see me wearing gloves in the float fishing portion of this video. And that is actually why I did something very stupid and I regret it, but it happens, whatever. Um, Basically, we went fishing on the lake one day, and I thought I could get away without wearing sunscreen. And I didn't realize that I got burnt like crazy until we were actually leaving the lake, and I realized that I had burnt my hands to an absolute crisp, and in this video, I was going to just record it, just go for it, but my hands were peeling so bad it looked disgusting. So I put gloves on before I recorded it. So yeah, that's why you see me wearing gloves, which you won't typically see, but that's not because I was afraid of a sunfish, it's more because I did not want to show my disgusting hands on YouTube. But yeah, use sunscreen. Don't think that a lake's not going to burn you because it's kind of cloudy over there. It was fairly cloudy, but it was hot, and I learned my lesson. So I think it was for like a week or two after that, it was just showers hurt. So yeah, not going to do that again. So I will say that a spinnerbait in this creek is not a great idea. It does kind of drag a lot, and it's hard to feel a fish compared to the bottom because, you know, it could be a fish bumping it, but it's also bumping the bottom, so it's not really the best for this. Buzzbaits are okay though. A lot of stuff that goes top water. Ooh. Yeah, I just about lost my rod here. This fish hit it hard, and I think part of that's how it ended up getting hooked, and also why I don't show the rest of it. It was bleeding a little bit. I managed to get it in the water and stop the bleeding, and I just tried to unhook it as quickly as possible and get it back in. And I made sure that it swam away. Yeah. So now we're going to switch over. I didn't want to show that on YouTube. I know how YouTube is with blood on fish. So now we're switching over to the float fishing section where I had the fiberglass rod. It's a microlate from Bass Pro. So if you've ever seen them, they're really whippy. And if you watch me cast here, you will actually see that it is insanely whippy. It just like does the wave after you cast it for a few minutes, but I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not really a fan, honestly. You have to set the hook hard, even on these little fish like this. And then next up, there's one more catch here, and this one hit it pretty quick. Again, you have to set the hook really hard to get really lucky, and this is even with little hooks. I don't think any heavy gauge wire would work. And there we go. So this is a smallie. Definitely puts up more of a fight with this tiny rod. Yeah, there you go. You see two fish on a float. And now we are at the very end of our fishing trip in July. And if you want, you can stick around and just watch this, you know, enjoy the ambience or whatever. But I'm not going to talk over it. It's not interesting. It's actually fairly boring. One fish is caught, and it's not about me. I had broken up with everything, and I didn't feel like tying anything. I do not like to run straight braid. It's heavier, and it's a lot more annoying if you snag, so I'm just using an ultralight here, and I think there's one fish caught, and it's not by me. It's by my friend who's in the background, and you will hear us discuss it shortly, and that's about it. So yeah, this is the end of the video. If you want to stick around and watch this part, it's cool. If not, totally understand. I just wanted to upload it so you guys can see exactly what happened at the end of the trip, and I think this is the last day we fished. Last time we fished. So yeah. Anyway, the Let's Play video will be up shortly. I do have it recorded. I just need to edit it, and yeah, we will get that
Can't really
portion up,
tell.
and
I feel like I just felt something there.
hopefully have another Let's
It's
Play
hard to
shortly.
tell when the current's as strong as it is.
And maybe get some fishing in before they appear. So, anyway, if you would like to stick around and watch the rest of this, great. If not, if you want to see the rest of the videos,
I don't know if
like and
they
subscribe,
want to get.
I will see you in the next one. Take care.
Where's he at? Is that a bass? Uh-huh. I was gonna say, I can't even see. I don't think the old chatterbait's gonna do any good today. They're talking about your checkpoint today. scent going out of my